will he be good as James Bond? Or I just go, oh, well, that's pretty cool because he's a renowned character that people love, and people get excited when the films are coming out, and they get excited to see who the next James Bond is, and all this talk about it. So
So yeah, we're loving what we've gotten to see in this first season here in Sweden. So I'm really happy that you had the time to speak with me today. So I just wanted to start out by asking you, like, how does it feel now to have the show out for everyone to see finally after all this work that you had to put into it?
it feels a bit mad. When we start, but when I first got the script, I got the first three episodes, and I'm not the best reader. It usually takes me a while to read a script, just because that's how I work. I'd like to go into detail, but with the first three scripts, I finished them in one night, which is very rare for me. So even reading it, I was like, oh, I need to know more. I need to know more. What happens next? What happens next? And then when you come to filming it, you know it's good, but you never know how people are going to take to it, audience wise, because, once you've shot the scenes, it's in the hands of the editors, then, putting it all together. It's once you've done your bit, that's all you can do. So when it came out, we all watched it together as the cast. Like Simon Maloney, who's the most amazing producer on this, he was like, no, we're all watching it together. I'm not sending links out. So we all watched it together and we were all like, oh, okay, this could be a bit special. Just because of everything, the cast's performance, the directing, the writing, but then, the soundtrack, the costume, everything. We were like, okay, we could be onto something special here. And then it is just for audience, to whether they want to carry on watching after the first episode or not. And it feels like from when it came out, everyone just wanted to know what happens next and binged it, even though over here in the UK it was released weekly as well as all put up on BBC iPlayer. So to get that response was like, oh, okay. People wanted to, watch episode two straight away, then episode three, and they binged it. So for us as the cast, we were just blown away, and we were like, oh, okay, well, we've done our job. And then last week we got the first episodes of season two, and we read that, and we were all messaging each other straight away. So I think it's something we're all really proud of.
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that, and that you've had that experience now too. I've seen you earlier this year in A Thousand Blows two against Stephen Graham,
Hmm.
and I know you worked with him plenty of times before too, and that he's played a major part in your career. So can you talk a bit about how working with him has kind of led you to the point where you're at now?
Stephen to me is everything. I mean, he's the reason why I got into acting. He is my favourite actor. And without ever working with Stephen Graham or even meeting Stephen Graham or Hannah, I would never be in this position where I am now to do this. It, he is like my, you know, guru or whatever that word is. He is that to me. So then, I've worked with him on Little Boy Blue, then I worked with him on Time, and then to be playing brothers in Thousand Blows, it was just as organic and as natural as it could be, really. And it is a privilege. I don't know, people who are into music, it would be like them getting to, you know, play with John Lennon or Paul McCartney or play football with Steven Gerrard or Ronaldo or Messi. That's what it is to me to work alongside Stephen Graham.
Yeah, he's amazing, and just having him do A Thousand Blows and Adolescence in the same year too. That
Mm.
just shows that range. And that is something that I believe that you have too, range, because this is not all that you've done. I've seen you in industry and the responder and Little Boy Blue, as you mentioned before too.
Yeah,
And so this might be one of the times where a lot of people recognize you for what you actually can do, like carrying a show like this. But you have been a jobbing actor for more than 10 years now. So
yeah.
so how does it feel to kind of be uh, like that you are being discovered now, but you have been acting for a long time too, and done your dues for these past 10 years. So how is that to kind of finally have your moment, if that's something I can I'm putting words into your mouth here, but
I mean, I don't see it as that personally. It's like any job, if you want to be a builder, you don't just get allowed to go and build a house straight away. You have to
yeah.
learn, the basics of your trade, and then get the opportunity to do that, and then eventually you're given the opportunity to, get bigger tasks and bigger roles within any job. And that's all it's been for me. Like, I've been part of some amazing projects like Time, Thousand Blows, Little Boy Blue. You know, I've been very fortunate, and I do a job I love, and that's just the way I see it. And over time, people in the industry have gone, "Oh, James would be right for this," and it's, a little bit more responsibility, a little bit more responsibility. And leading a show isn't just about who's got the most words on a page or who's got the most scenes within that film. There's so much more to it than that. It's, you know, making everyone feel collaborative on set, making, the people who come in for a couple of days, making them feel welcome and safe enough and free enough to explore the character, and not that they're nervous on set. It's just, there's so many responsibilities that come with, leading a show or being one of the leads on a show. And that's what you learn over time. It's not who's got the most amount of words or the most amount of scenes. It's building up to that place of where people go, yeah, I trust James to, welcome people on set. It be collaborative, not be an asshole, basically, to actually learn his work and do his craft and make it an enjoyable place to work. And I think that's one of the big things I've learned from Stephen Graham is, and Sean Bean and many other actors I've worked with, is it's about creating a work environment on set that allows people, first of all, that they enjoy the workplace, but to explore and play, to create a world, and that's what I've realized. It's being a lead in quotations isn't just about having the most words to say.
It's by leading by example, maybe
Leading by,
also.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
wearing the captain's armband, as a football terminology. That's what it is. It's making sure everyone's happy and, you know, feel free to explore. That's one of the big lessons I've also learned off Stephen Graham.
Yeah, and I heard your story about him signing you with his agent, or at least giving her your number,
Yeah.
as he had done for Jodie Comer prior to that. So just getting noticed by the lead must have meant everything to you at that point of your career,
Yeah.
and to be able to do that to someone else now, maybe is to
Yeah.
return the favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it more like specifically with the role of Michael in this show that kind of made you click with it, and that you knew that this was something that you really wanted to do?
And Michael's complex. Michael is such a complex character. Do you know the saying spinning plates? Do you know what that means?
Yeah,
He's spinning so many different plates. He's got his home life with Diana, which is the most important thing to him. And then he's got his work life with, Ronnie, and he has to wear two totally different masks. He can't be the, doting, loving husband, like, well, not husband, but doting lover, gentle, gentleman, kind, caring. He can't be that in his workplace because that'll get seen as a weakness. And vice versa, he can't take his work life into home with Diana. But unfortunately, it happens, and then Michael tells a multitude of lies, and it's knowing, which mask to wear at what point as, the actor, and then it's that thing of, we don't shoot chronologically, do we, in the film
Yeah.
world? So it's knowing at what point have I told this lie, or have I done this, or has that happened? So it's all those complexities of Michael, but I think ultimately he wants to be he wants to escape this world of crime and live his dream life with Diana, but unfortunately things get in the way, and they were the obstacles because we all have it, don't we? If you had a hard day at work and things aren't going right at work, and then you don't want to bring it into your home life, do you? Whether that's you work in a restaurant, or whether you a banker, or whatever it is that you do, you don't want to bring that into your home life. And I think it's a lot of people can relate to, and also we all have this idea of, I think everyone's a little bit, oh, I wish I had the bottle to do that. Not kill someone, but you know what I mean. Tell someone
Yeah.
to wreck off at work or whatever. And and that's the
To
beauty
stand
of
up for yourself. Yeah.
stand up for yourself. And I think that's the beauty of Michael, is people see that, he's hard on the outside, but so soft on the inside.
Yeah, there is this moment in the first episode when he asks her if she's really sure that she wants to start a family with him,
Yeah,
and you can feel the vulnerability
yeah,
underneath there. So I really liked that, having seen what he's capable just moments before in the episode.
yeah.
And I know we're almost running out of time now, but just the fact that people now speak about you as like a potential James Bond. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but just that having people speak about you in those sort of way. How does that feel? I know you've said that you would be honored to step into those shoes, but just to be in the consideration for it, in people's minds.
It's cool, isn't it? It's a compliment. It's a
Yeah,
compliment that people think I could step into those shoes. That's all I can take from it. It's like someone saying, "Oh, he could be the next," or "He could be the." Well, it's a compliment. It's someone seen something in me and gone, "Oh, will he be good as James Bond?" Or I just go, "Oh, well, that's pretty cool," because he's a renowned character that people love, and people get excited when the films are coming out, and they get excited to see who the next James Bond is, and there's all this talk about it. So just to be like mentioned within some of the actors who've been mentioned alongside it, it's a pinch yourself moment, if I'm honest.
yeah. I can only imagine, and I think that whenever they do cast that James Bond, and we see the movie, that there should be like a scene where all of those considered for the role are like the bad guys in the movie in a room all together or something.
That would be
Uh,
cool.
yeah, that would be cool. So thanks a lot for taking the time to speak with me
Oh no,
today,
sorry.
I sure hope that that next season will arrive shorter rather than later, and we'll be able to speak again.
Yeah, hopefully.